Republicans are set to renominate President Trump at their convention in just a few weeks, but there is a chance that no media will be there in Charlotte to cover it. A convention spokesperson said the events in North Carolina will be closed to press because of COVID restrictions. But an official with the Republican National Committee says they're still working things out. Here to set the record straight for us this afternoon, RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel. Ronna, good to see you this afternoon. So, will myself and my colleagues be able to go to Charlotte to cover this thing?
We're so excited to nominate our president, renominate him, and we want the whole world to see it. A lot of this has been false reporting. Of course, we're dealing with very overly restrictive guidelines being put forward by Governor Cooper in North Carolina, where very few people are allowed inside rooms. We've been grappling with how do we get our delegates in a room, let alone the press. So that's why we're working this out. But of course, we're going to make sure that this is broadcast to the world because we're so excited not only to renominate our president, but to reelect him.
It's one thing to broadcast it to the world. You can have a small crew from C-SPAN do that. But what about broader media coverage? Will more journalists be allowed in? I mean, maybe not as much as during a typical year, but will you allow journalists there in addition to enough to cover it live?
You know, you've got to ask Governor Cooper that. The restrictions that have been put on us are part of the reason why we had to leave North Carolina. He wouldn't work with us on anything. And so we're still getting through those restrictions. It has been a real challenge to even manage getting 336 delegates into a room. So we have to get the delegates in because we have to nominate our president. We want the press there. But this isn't an RNC decision. This is a Governor Cooper of North Carolina decision that's limiting how many people we can have in a room.
All right, well, I'll leave that with a yet-to-be-determined asterisk on it. Something happened in Nevada in the last couple of days. They passed a bill saying that they will mail out ballots to everybody who's on the voter rolls. The governor did this over the objections of the Republican Secretary of State. And the president tweeting about it saying, quote, in an illegal late-night coup, Nevada's clubhouse governor made it impossible for Republicans to win the state. Post office could never handle the traffic of mail-in votes without preparation, using COVID to steal the state. See you in court. Is the president, will the RNC take the governor to court over this?
We're going to look at legal challenges. What the governor has done and the legislature calling this emergency session is essentially change the rules of the game in the fourth quarter with the players on the field. This should not be happening this close to an election. They do not have the system to support this. And I want to be really clear. They aren't sending absentee request forms to their ballots, to their voters, which is one part of voter identification. They are sending live ballots. They are saying you can put 2 ballots in an envelope. They are saying if your ballot's not postmarked, we'll still count it even if it comes in 3 days after Election Day. Democrats are trying to sow chaos in our election process. They are doing it across the country. We don't have results in New York still, 41 days after the primary. 20% of the ballots in Paterson, New Jersey had to be thrown away because there was fraud in their mail-in election. They don't just want to defund the police and create anarchy. They want to sow chaos in our election process. And it is frightening, and everyone should be paying attention to what Democrats are systematically doing to destroy election integrity.
Would you be okay, Ms. McDaniel, if the ballots were sent out on a requested basis, not just mass mail-in to voter lists, but if you had early mail-in voting by ballot request?
I think that having voters ask for an absentee ballot, which every state already has a system to do, is much more reasonable. That's part of the verification. But to just send live ballots out, whether voters ask for it or not, absolutely leaves room for fraud. Beyond that, why are they calling an emergency session to change election laws this close to an election? We're 90 days away from an election, 60 if you count early voting. This is not something that we should be having in our democracy in these uncertain times. And I think the governor and the legislature in Nevada are causing a lot of problems. And we're already seeing this in New York. The system is not ready for this many mail-in ballots. The infrastructure is not there. We deserve to know who our victor is on November 3rd. And Democrats are trying to draw this process out, which is going to hurt our country in the long run.
So would you bet legal action, yes or no, in the case of Nevada?
We will be looking at legal action, yes.
All right. Ronna McDaniel, Chairwoman of the RNC. Good to talk to you this afternoon. Thanks. Enjoy the rain that's heading our way.